All right, 9 minutes before 11 o'clock. I got something really, really fun I want to share with you. Before I share with you what I want to share with you, I want to tell you that the book we're going to talk about is right now #1 on Amazon in the teen and young adult games and activities category. It is #1. The author, Johanna Basford, has another book on that list. It's #3. She has another one called Joanna's Christmas. It's #4.
Oh, how fabulous.
She has another one that's #10 called Magical Jungle. My gosh. I wonder how it's like to have so much success. Her book that we're going to talk about right now is called Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, a magic tale to color. Yes, you color it, but there's also a wonderful story in here. Johanna Basford is an illustrator and an ink evangelist. This is Inktober, by the way. I wonder if she's doing that. Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. Good morning, Johanna. Thank you for being on the show with us today.
Good morning. Hello.
Where are you? Where are you calling from?
I am in Scotland. It's very cold and very dark and very rainy today, but Scotland.
Are you,
wow.
is that storm getting you right now? Ophelia?
Is it what, sorry?
Ophelia, the storm, is that affecting you right now?
Oh, no, this is just Scotland. It's always like this. You guys, that looks terrible.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it might be. I don't know what I know. Congratulations! You've got, first of all, the book we're going to talk about is #1, and you've got at what is it? 1, 2, 3. What did I say? 5 books in the top 10, or 4 books in the top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 books in the top 10. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going to have to screen grab that. I didn't realize that, so that's lovely to know. Thank you.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, you got to check it out. Now the book is lovely. I mean, you have first of all, you're an amazing artist and an amazing writer. The story, even if you didn't have these illustrations, this is a really good story.
Thank you. That means a lot. You know, I'm not an author by any means, so this is a new adventure to try and write the story as well as, you know, create all the illustrations for it. But it started off as the bedtime stories that I told my little kids, you know, when she was 2, and she just said, "Mummy, why don't you make this into a real book?" So that was how it began. We stitched together all those little bedtime stories and made one big long tale.
Wow. And it's not like most children's books. I mean, it's first of all more words than most children's books. And of course, the other amazing uniqueness is that the kids get to color it themselves.
Yeah, so the sales and marketing team, they are always driven crazy by me because they always say, "Who is this book for? Is it a kid's book? Is it an adult's book?" And I never really know. I kind of occupy that funny space in between where I just say it's for everyone and anyone. But my aim is to make books that will delight people and, you know, make charm and make them feel a bit happy, but also creative. So the idea is that you read the story, you get to know the characters and all the different settings, and then you're invited to pick up your pens and pencils and start coloring and really make that book your own.
And in the beginning of the book, you give hints as to how the best way it is to use your pens and pencils by placing a sheet under each page you're going to color, and you actually provide a color palette to see if those colors would work for what the artist has in mind.
Yeah, so the last 2 pages of the book are blank, and these are so that the artists and the colorists can, you know, test out their color palettes, work out what they're going to do, you know, try out some new pens. I think as much as it is important that the book is beautiful, you know, artists and colorists need certain, you know, technical things like this, like a color palette test page, to make sure that they can make their most beautiful works of art.
So how old is your daughter now?
She's 3 now, so she has seen this book come to life. She's given me lots of creative feedback, which, you know, is always helpful from a toddler. "Mommy, that looks rubbish, you know, do more butterflies, bigger flowers," that kind of thing. And, you know, she's really excited. She's seen this book go from a bedtime story to a real book that she can hold in her hands. And she has a drawing in it. She tends to sneak into the studio and add her own little additions to whatever is on the drawing board at the time. And one day I came back and found she'd drawn a spooky little tree in one of the books.
Really?
So I snapped a picture on Instagram, and everyone said, "Leave it." So we did.
Which one is hers? How do I find hers? Which one?
She has like there's a picture of it on my Instagram, but she has a spooky little tree that she drew, and it's in the border of one of the pages that has the text in the middle. So you'll have to look for it.
Oh my gosh, I'll have to look for it. Okay.
Your story has a twist too, also, and I just love that when that happens.
Yeah, so I think, the basic ingredients for any great contemporary fairy tale, you need a little bit of intrigue, a twist in the tale, cute characters, interesting places to explore. So I guess I just try to round up all the things that I love in a story and mash them all up into this one big tale.
Man, I can't find it. I'm looking for a book, a picture that might be done by a 3-year-old. These don't look like it could be done by a 3-year-old.
This is really a wonderful project, too, between parents and their children. I mean, gosh, you can read the story and all of you can contribute to the artwork.
Yeah, I love the fact that, kids approach my books differently. They have less of the concerns the adults have. They don't care if they go over the lines. They don't think there's any right or wrong colors. If they want a neon, multicolored polka dot dragon, they're going to have that dragon. And I just think it's really cool to see the way everyone approaches the book differently. But you're right, adults could read the story to the kids, and then the kids get all the ideas, and they could color it together as a family, as a collaboration project.
Wow.
I think there's just so many opportunities for engagement and chatting and creativity. That's what I really like.
The book is number 1 in the games and activities category. It's number 4 in art therapy and relaxation, and it's number 11 in creativity. You're showing up on a lot of different lists. How are you? I mean, what is it like for you now that you have this successful book career? Has it changed your life?
Well, I kind of started doing the books right around the time I had my first child. So, I think life as you know it pretty much changes the minute you become a parent. So, yeah, life is definitely different. But I also recognize that I'm one of those really special, unique people that has a job that they absolutely adore. And I get up every day and I cannot wait to get started. And I think there's a special kind of responsibility that comes with that. You really, really need to take hold of that opportunity and know how blessed you are when that happens. And, for my part, I just love working and I love creating those drawings and making those books.
And you also give the reader a challenge to find the total number of butterflies that you have hidden in here.
Yes, there are over 200 butterflies throughout that book. So there is a task for people to find exactly how many and to spot them all.
Oh my gosh. How many children do you have?
I have two. That's a handful for me.
I found your picture on Amazon. You're standing in front of a wall full of your drawings. Well, thank you so much for being on the air with us. We've been recording this interview, and it's also a live streaming. So if you're watching right now live or on the recorded version, that right now is the picture of Johanna. Before that one, I had a picture of the cover of the book, and I'd like to give the one away that I've got here. You're going to love this one with a child. Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. Call me if you want the copy that was sent to me. The rest of us have to go buy one. I found it on Amazon. Keep it number 1. Would you have a website of your own, Johanna?
I do, johannabasford.com.
Johanna, thank you for being on the air with us today. If you're calling in for the book, I have your call already, so I'll take that off the air. We'll take a little break and be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
This is a Fox News Alert. I'm Lillian Wu. Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl has just pled guilty at his court-martial trial.
Bergdahl is charged with desertion and misbehaving before the enemy, 2 crimes in military justice that call for the death penalty.
Fox Radio's Evan Brown says because of his guilty plea,
He's not expected to be condemned to die. Life sentence is a possibility.
Bergdahl left his post in Afghanistan in 2009 and was taken captive by the Taliban. In Northern California,